What do you do when a familiar sound becomes a prelude to a nightmare? The house felt unnervingly large after Mark left. For Sarah, the silence was the loudest part of the divorce. Every creak of the floorboards, every hum from the refrigerator was a reminder of her solitude. Her golden retriever Buster had been the one thing that made the quiet bearable. His gentle snores, the click-clack of his nails on the hardwood floor, they were the sounds of safety, of companionship. But Buster was with Mark now, and the house was just quiet. Sarah had spent the evening like most others since the split. A simple dinner, a mindless show on TV, and the endless scrolling blue light of her phone, trying to fill the void. The rain outside was a steady, lulling rhythm against the roof. It was almost peaceful, and then she heard it. Scrape, scrape, whine. It was a sound she knew better than her own heartbeat. The familiar, impatient scratching at the dog door in the kitchen. Buster. He always did that when he wanted to come back inside after a late-night patrol of the backyard. For a fleeting second, joy cut through the loneliness. Had Mark dropped him off? Was he back? Without thinking, driven by pure
Sweetie.
Muscle memory love, Sarah called out.
Is that you?
All right, I hear you, you big goof. She didn't even get up from the couch. She just reached over and unlatched the simple slide lock on the dog door from the inside, a feature they'd installed to keep raccoons out. She heard the plastic flap swing open, then a soft thud as something landed on the kitchen tile. She waited for the familiar jingle of his collar, the happy trot into the living room. But there was nothing, just the rain. The silence that followed was different. It wasn't empty anymore. It was heavy, watchful. A cold draft snaked its way into the living room, chilling the back of her neck. The dog door, it was still open. Why hadn't it swung shut? Buster always nudged it closed.
Buster.
Sarah slowly stood up, her heart beginning to beat a little faster. Buster!
Buster!
She called out, her voice barely a whisper. The name felt strange on her lips. Wrong! And that's when the memory hit her. A cold, sharp, brutal realization that sliced through her hope. Mark had texted her a picture an hour ago. Buster curled up asleep at the foot of his bed, miles away across town. Buster wasn't here. He couldn't be. So if Buster was with Mark, what was in her kitchen? It wasn't the scratching of a dog. It was the scratching of something that wanted to sound like a dog. The whine wasn't a whine, it was a mimicry, an imitation designed to prey on her instincts, to get inside. The sound from the kitchen changed, a soft, wet, dragging noise, like heavy, damp fabric being pulled across the tile. It was moving slowly, deliberately, from the dog door, towards the hallway, towards her. She hadn't just unlatched the door. She had invited it in,